All right, guys, Panda back with you. Yeah, we're more on a informational type of thing right now. I went ahead and I bought myself a 1024 here off of Route 12. I've been working on it, getting it set up. This is going to be my official PandaFoo Studio Second Life location. You know, as I actually don't have one. I have my other land, but that's adult land. This one here is moderate. So I'm going to make this kind of more of my like little headquarters. We can like discuss, and I can show you different building techniques. Yeah, now I bought a builder's kit here. I'm kind of staying with a generalized theme here. You know, we kind of have this old English type of theme going on. You might say, you know, the old brickwork, you know, the buildings and whatnot. You know, I'm kind of staying with that right now. I got the cobblestone, drive here. I have a little cobblestone curb platform. I'm going to put my building, my office and studio up approximately back in this area here. You know, so I'm looking at this going, well, I want to have some type of raised flower beds, okay? I want to have some green here, some, you know, little trees, shrubs, and whatnot. So you might be asking yourself, well, how do you do that? Okay. Well, what happened here is I made a prim down here, okay? I put the texture on this prim, and you want to turn this into a flower box, okay? So I'm going to come to edit, and first thing you want to do is you want to find your texture. Now, when you buy textures, they go in. You know, you're automatically going to bring your textures up on here. You select what texture you want. Okay, you just go through, experiment, explore, figure out what you want. Okay, I already did that on this particular situation here. But now, here's something else you can do. Okay, like the stone formation on this one here. Now, for this flower bed or tree bed, let's say I want this texture to be a little more dramatic, all right? Now, you just simply go to General on your menu tab here and click Stretch. Now, there's different things here to think about. Stretch both sides. I don't really use that, you know, if I'm trying to focus on one particular, you know, angle that I'm going on. But then stretch textures, okay? This will make your textures bigger. Now, let me show you. See, because honestly, what I want for my flower bed, tree bed type of setup is I want the stones to be bigger than the stones over here. You know, I'm thinking, okay, this had bigger stones when they made it. So, you see how as I stretch that up? See how the cobblestones get bigger, right? See, that's what I'm after. I want the cobblestones to get bigger. And you want to stretch both sides. You know, watch your sides and watch your top when you're doing this. You know, do the same. Okay, so, you know, that's okay for now. Okay, so I'm going to turn that off. Stretch textures. So you see now, if I go to stretch it, everything will stay the same. Okay? See, but what I'm looking for is how do I hollow this thing out in the center to where it looks like a, you know, surrounded brick formation with a gap in the center. Well, let me show you how you do this, okay? All you have to do is come to Object and go to the hollow function here, the hollow function, okay? Now, click your arrows. See that? See how I'm clicking hollow and the whole thing. Here, let me give you a straight view on that. There we go. See that? See, there we go. See, now I have a hollowed out structure that I can stretch and manipulate and use to put trees or plants inside of. You know, it looks the same on the outside. See that? And all you have to do is like make another prim. Make another prim. Basically, what I'm talking about when I say make another prim is, here, shit, let me just show you. Create tool. Okay, this is what we call a prim, okay? So what would happen here is I would take this prim, I can put this prim in here, and then I can put a texture on this prim right here and make this prim look like dirt, like leaves, like moss, do whatever, or like grass, and then size that prim up to fit inside this flower bed when I'm done, before I actually put my actual plants and trees into it. So it gives it that realistic look, okay? So, I mean, that's all there really is to it. You know, it's not rocket science, but it does take a little bit of effort. Yeah, and it's, you know, you got to practice with it and get used to doing it. You know, but that's my, you know, base structure, what I'm going to do. I'm not sure where I'm going to put these. You know, I think I'm going to have to get my building put up first before I figure out what I'm doing with this. You know, let's kind of zoom out and see what we got going here. See that? You know, it's a 1024. Doesn't look too bad. Of course, you know, as you zoom out, you know, it's kind of like, well, geez, you know, the whole ground looks weird. You know, it's not until you zoom in that you realize, oh, that's cobblestone. So yeah, you know, everything's really about illusion and perception in the game. Contrast, most definitely. You know, as you get further away, it totally just looks like a bunch of weird symbols stitched together, you know, like a piece of fabric. You know, but you have to really get closer. You know, that's where the immersion comes in, though, because like if you come here and you visit, you're gonna be walking and think, oh, you know, it's cobblestone, you know, road here. You got like a little curb. You know, this is where the building's gonna be. You know, I'm gonna change this around. Actually, probably put some parking curbs up because, you know, I'm right off the road here. You know, so kind of like driving a little. You know, you could ride your donkey right in here. You know, maybe I'll put a stables back here. You know, and have like a little garbage can back here, a burning dumpster, maybe a couple of homeless people sitting off the side. I don't know. You know, I'm gonna figure it out. But at least buying this land here, you know, it actually didn't cost that much compared to how much you'd pay for rent. You know, I think I'm paying $2 more per month, just outright buying it than what I would have been paying, you know, if I would have rented the goddamn thing out. And then, of course, you know, always a fear of, oh, the owner sells it out from underneath you, and you have all the other bullshit to worry about. So, but yeah, you know, at least this way too, not too bad. 1024 land size. You know, I've got 351 prims to work with. Yeah, the fence took quite a few prims. You know, I may do some modification, but I'm not really too worried about it. Pretty sure I can do what I want easily and, you know, very effectively, and still have probably about 140, 150 prims left after I get everything set in place, all my plants out and everything else get looking nice, get my studio set up. Oh, and I'll do a separate video on how I make my neon lights. I'm going to make a nice neon light sign. You know, this is something I bought a full creator's kit for making neon lights. Yeah, and they're, you know, not low prim, they're high prim. But it depends on how many words you have in it and how you set your neon sign up. Yeah, you know, I can actually make those too. You know, but I'll show you guys as we go by. Probably do a couple, 3 videos on this. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of where we're at right now. A little tutorial, how you hollow a prim out. You know, then you can do whatever. You know, keep in mind, you can make this prim a cylinder too. You know, you can start out with a cylinder and do the same exact thing. So, all you have to do is just, you know, experiment without messing anything up. You know, just use the regular build thing up here. Put yourself down one of those plain prims and experiment, and you can learn a hell of a lot from doing that, guys, okay? Yeah, but we'll be back with another tutorial, and I'll be back on the destinations and the road tour series here in the next day or so. Anyways, make sure you like and subscribe. Peace out, guys.